Right, so those are a few things I've learned about the Insurgent through using the thing for a very long time in GTA Online. This is the part of the video where I say this video is going to be the first and last in the series, at least by me. What I have in mind for this is to do a sort of collaboration with anyone and everyone who makes videos for the GTA community. I'm kind of looking at you guys. Is there a particular vehicle that you guys consider yourself to be a super expert connoisseur with? Then make a video about it. Upload it, let me know it exists, and I'll put the video in the description here, as well as someone out there putting the videos into a playlist or something for the YouTube algorithm to link together. And we'll have a large-scale collaboration going on. I'd like to see what information people can share about particular vehicles in GTA 5 that you could only really learn from using them for so long. So, yeah. Ta-da!
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but relatively, compared to what I see from other players, I do spend a lot more time on it, and I would class myself as relatively good in it. I've played a decent amount of time in this game, so yeah, I think I'm well proficient enough to do this. The basic description of the Sasquatch is a monster truck with a ram on it. It took influence from a film called Mad Max Red Fury, it was named Bigfoot. You buy it in Arena War, in the Arena War update, and its use is varied, but its main use is destroying cars. This car exceeds just going crazy. It has a top speed of 121 miles per hour or 195 kph, and it will go through most civilian cars. There are a few that will get in your way, like the camper vans and the heavier vehicles. Those will stop you in your tracks. You don't really have to worry about traffic so much, you can just plow through everything. One thing I like to do is play games with it, either with my friends, track them down and hunt them, like a Road Fury, and see how far they can get, or a good one to do by yourself is to see how far you can go with the cops on you before it dies. I think mine's like 3 laps around the island. It's fun. It excels at destroying things. So if you are a psychopath like myself and like watching the screams and destruction of the AIs, or can never get in your way again, then yes, it's probably the perfect vehicle for you. This thing is literally a troll's dream. I mean, You can go up to any player in pretty much any non-weaponized car and completely wreck their day. It excels at that. And the great thing about it, no one expects a giant lumbering sasquatch to come barreling down the road towards your car to leave it in a smouldering pile of wood. To get a few people who are smart and figure out the size and maneuverability is not a strong point and try and lose you in sewers and stuff. But there are exceptions. Most people are in this amazing community are total idiots. Because of its weight, this thing has a lot of momentum behind it. Most cars will not stand up to it. Arena cars, they might get you. But most cars, not a chance. I don't think it can push the tank there. The Sasquatch has an option for one of its rams as an electric fence. This is hilarious because not only if you ram someone or an AI, they get flung half a mile, but they also are left a little longer on the ground by the tasers. And if you're really mean, you can go up to some kind of peaceful people and just every now and again touch them with it, and you can just leave them tased. RPGs. Explosives are your worst nightmare. Really bad for your car. I don't know the actual how many dies in, but I know it can take over 3 homing and probably not 1 RPG. But you have to test out for yourself. I don't know. I know I can withstand at least 1 RPG, I think. So, that's good. So, it'll save you first time, not second time. A rule of thumb is you have 2 lives with explosives. 3 if you're pushing it. But what is funny is that because people think it's a normal car, they go to it, oh, die on 1 RPG. And they fire a rocket down it. It's like, they're dead. And then they get surprised. Because it can take more than 1 RPG. So usually they're right next to it. And you can also do that. Which is always funny. Because they can blow up their own stuff, their own cars, their own annoying pussy bags. Or Oppressor Mark IIs. And themselves and anyone else. And you're just left there staying. It's like, haha, you got yourself. And it's always funny to see that happen. Shark cards, shark cards, shark cards. Rockstar loves shark cards. Now, I wouldn't say this vehicle's cheap, but it's definitely not affordable. if you really want this car, if you really, really want it, go ahead, be my guest. But it's a big payout. The normal price to upgrade the Sasquatch is 1.5 million. That's a lot. Although today's numbers is kind of average. Now, there is a lovely Rockstar paywall in the way. Because you have to buy the Arena War Workshop. And you also have to buy all the other things with it. Now, because I am rich as fuck, I bought everything when I got the Sasquatch. So I'll have the whole caboose of the Arena War. So I don't know if you need everything, but I would say all you need is the garage, I think, or the upgrading place. If you do want to buy everything for the Arena War thing, it will cost you 4.3 million, or if you round it up, 4.4. Don't bother getting the trade prices. You never know. You could get it on your first try, or you could get it on your 1,000th. It's complete bullshit. Don't try it. For instance, the Stump Boost without the trade price is 520,000. With the trade price, I have no idea, because I never got the trade price. But I know for a fact that is not. It only probably saved you like half that, maybe not even that. Going off the other trade prices are it could be 30% or 40%. So you won't save much. If you want to be efficient, I would recommend skipping the trade price and just getting the money, because it'd probably be quicker. Upgrades are just completely overpriced. Do not be fooled by buying the arena war thing or the price to upgrade it. It really should cost, if you're buying it from scratch, like 7 million or something. Save about 2 million, 3 million just for the upgrades alone, although it does look pretty sweet at the end of it all. Now, a word of advice if you're going to buy it. The future variant does not have bulletproof windows, bullet resistant windows. So if you want maximum efficiency or maximum amazingness, go for either the Apocalypse or the Party one. The reason why I use this vehicle is because of its stupidity and its just ridiculousness, which also tie heavily into its problems. You see, GTA has become, if you have the right equipment, getting a kill is easy as clicking a button, especially when they've buffed the orbital cannon. When you miss, you get your shot back, which is, in my personal opinion, completely ridiculous, because it takes the fun out of making someone miss. The reason why I do this is because it's hard and challenging, and it also, people don't expect it, so the reactions are way more hilarious. Reasons why it's kinda stupid: it's big, it's huge, it's massive. You can't drive all the way through the sewers on it, right? It's high, it's large, and it has a very, very weird turning layout. Instead of the front wheels turning, all the wheels turn, and they all go. So it's a little hard to control if you're not used to it. Now, it has no non-lethal weapons. The closest thing you can get to it are concussion. And yes, technically they can kill. They don't do as much damage to call it non-lethal. It's like calling a taser lethal because it can fire into your eye and maybe kill you. Problems: it's overpriced. It's overpriced. Way overpriced. Only recommend it if you love to troll, want to destroy AIs in a fun way, have way too much money, or already own the arena war. Either way, I do not recommend this to you. If you think it's for PvP and overpowered, go fuck yourself. It's not. It takes skill to use, like other things in this game. Do not use it to PvP. As soon as someone gets a weaponized vehicle, you're probably gonna die. If you see someone getting a Presser Mark II after you've killed someone, congratulations, you've done your job right. We'll all see about that. It has a jump, which means theoretically you can take down aircraft. Very low flying ones. Potentially yes. Likelihood no. Roundup. The thing is fun at destroying AIs and cops. You can play some games with it with your friends. It is very overpriced and challenging to use. It is fun and unique, unlike most cars in this game. Do not use it for PvP, and it's only really good at trolling.